Good morning, tribe. Happy Tuesday. These messages are timeless, so whether you saw us on Tuesday, Wednesday, 3 weeks from now, 3 months from now, these messages have found you when the message is meant for you. This is pile 1. This is pile 2. So left is 1, right is 2. We're going to get started with pile number 1. All right, let's see what message we have for you today. So think on your feet. Fox Spirit. El Moria, Awakening Presence. Blue, Secure, Serenity, Tranquility, and Peace. And the Waterfall. So lots of blue energy, lots of throat chakra energy here. El Moria says, Awakening Presence. The universe is with you. Wear a cloak of protection and love. So I don't know if you guys have felt that you have maybe like this fox energy around, or maybe you haven't really, you feel like... It's funny because this card says think on your feet, right? So it's leaning towards a positive energy of the fox. But when I saw this card with this card, it's almost like if you feel like there's this fox energy around, and you don't really feel safe because you feel like someone or something may be pulling from your energy, spirit, or may not be completely honest with you, or isn't being completely honest with you in this moment. Spirit is saying that the universe is with you and that you wear a cloak of protection and love. So you are protected from those around you. You don't have to fear anything or anyone. You are protected by spirit, and so is your peace. Okay? I feel like my group number ones, you guys may have been crying a lot lately, tears of sorrow or joy, maybe in a good way or a bad way. You were meant to release this emotion. There may have been a situation where you had to communicate some emotion to someone, maybe someone that you felt wasn't being completely honest with you, or that was trying to get off on you, like trying to get one past you kind of thing. And it did bring an emotional release that was necessary. If this is a situation where you still haven't done that maybe this emotional release, this conversation is necessary, where you set healthy boundaries and speak your truth. I'm also getting like you're working with the color blue a lot now. So you can imagine the color blue like enveloping you. I always associate the blue ray with Archangel Michael. So you may be feeling his presence as well. I do feel like butterflies maybe is an animal totem for you. So are, like I said, the fox. There is something here that is asking you to think on your feet, to be witty, right? To be clever in your dealings, okay? It does have to do, again, with speaking your truth, living your truth, and about your internal peace, okay? And again, about understanding that you are protected by the universe, but you're also protected by your own insight, your own intuition, your own spiritual sight. 3 + 4 is 7. 2 + 7 is 9, so it's an energy of the self, but also of spirit, and that being one and the same. So I do feel that group number 1 is very connected to their higher self. I feel like you should be connecting to this energy more so that you understand like the bigger picture of things. I do feel like for some of you, you're thinking about taking a step forward in a project. There is a little bit of fear there for you. It may involve the communications or the arts, or being a speaker or a reader or a writer. Again, Spirit is saying be clever in your approach. Bring your own versatility, your own truth to whatever arena it is you want to bring your energy to. And it is going to bring you overflowing abundance and a lot of peace and tranquility and serenity, when you pursue your truth. Don't be discouraged by others, or even like energy that you feel is really heavy in nature. You have the power to heal through anything. And even if you've tried to do this in the past and maybe you didn't connect with the right people, Spirit is saying that you're protected now. You've awakened now with El Moria here. The universe is with you. 444 on the clock there. The angels are with you. Your support is with you. Like your own personal cheerleader. Yes, you do need to be clever. Yes, you do need to set boundaries. You do need to have a practical plan here. But ultimately, I feel like fear has been a lot of what's been holding you up. And Spirit is saying there's nothing to fear because you're protected, and that there's overflowing abundance ahead, okay? And that if you've been experiencing some kind of release, or maybe you feel less motivated, or like not really sure how to proceed forward in the things that you were endeavoring to, you know, it's time to be present. It's time to give yourself and your creativity like a boost. And that comes from a place of inner peace and of also releasing emotions, like lower vibration emotions that may be blinding you from everything that's available to you here through universal protection and love. Okay, group number 1, so don't sell yourself short. You have what it takes. Sometimes we go through, you know, spouts of not feeling inspired. So it's time to get clever. It's time to get clever in your creative process. Time to be truthful with yourself about what isn't working. Time to release any emotion that isn't serving you or your greater purpose, and step into this awakening presence that understands that the universe is with you and that you are always protected and loved. So group number 1, I hope that these messages resonated. I will be moving on to group number 2 now. So group number 2. See, what message do you have? Okay, groundhog spirit, time to let go. I always think of the groundhog as like a shift in the seasons, right? Ooh, Isis. Your dreams and visions and goals are becoming reality. Stay focused. Hat rolls. Okay. And Sun, the bringer of life. Ego, purposeful, prideful, willfulness, success, reason over instincts, self-realization, vitality, directed creative identity. It's funny, the first group had to do with creativity as well. All right, so I feel like group number 2, you're wearing many hats right now. Your energy is going to different things. You've been trying to manifest different things, and they are manifesting with Isis energy here. You're wearing many hats, like I said. I feel like there are some hats that no longer fit or are no longer fitting of your purpose or of your joy. And it's time to let go of some of these hats. Okay? Some of these roles that you've been playing, maybe for yourself or with others. It's almost like you're this sun, you're this light bearer, right? My group number 2, my light workers, my light bearers. You can do this in so many ways. You know, don't let your ego hold on to things that don't make you feel good, okay? Even if they once did, you know? You're asking for specific things. You know, your dreams, visions, and goals are becoming reality. Stay focused. And so I know a lot of people get caught up with the letting go. They feel really triggered when they see shit like that, especially because they're usually, when you need to let go of something, you're seeing it repetitively in different places. Okay, and the ego kind of is like, oh, I don't want to let this go. I love this so much. I put so much effort here. You know, how could I let this go? And, you know, letting go does feel a lot like giving up. But what you guys have to understand is that when something is for you, you can let it go 15 times. You know what I'm saying? If it's truly meant for you, it will evolve with you and it will grow with you. And you'll just have to let go of that phase or that aspect of it. But you won't have to let go of the dream. Or you won't have to even let go of the situation if it's something that's meant to be in your life or it's meant to grow with you. But if something isn't growing with you and if you're wearing hats that no longer fit who you are, and your ego is just holding on to it because it wants to be validated or it wants to feel right, then Spirit is saying, you know, you're just extending your energy to things that aren't really giving to you. And that's never purposeful. That's never, don't let pride get in the way of you saying, okay, well, this doesn't work anymore. It's time to take off this hat. I'm no longer taking on this role. I'm no longer going to project this message for my light workers because it's no longer in resonance with me anymore. Or maybe it's no longer in resonance with me right now, right? And I've been holding or clinging on too tightly to something that is asking me to let it go so that I can make my dreams and my visions and my goals a reality. Okay, and this can be for you or anybody else involved. I do feel like there is a lot of promising energy here, group number 2, with the sun. I always think of happier times. I think of healing. So a lot of what you are letting go is just for healing purposes. Okay, it's because it's going to take on a new role, or it's going to, for some, it's just going to fall away completely. And for others, it's going to take on a new role. And it could be just that of one of healing, right? I'm also getting with Isis, this is a divine feminine energy, and the sun is very divine masculine energy. So there is that aspect of this energy here that I can't ignore because it is also part of who I am. If you are someone who's been on a soul connection journey or a twin flame journey and you feel like you're no longer in resonance with that, but you don't want to be wrong, it's time to put your pride down, because there is a lot of vitality in your energy, and your dreams are manifesting through your own magic. And it's like your resistance is what's holding you up for this, from this coming full circle, from you getting what you needed to get from this, or from you progressing to the next level. Sometimes we only understand things from our level of awareness, and once we start expanding, we understand deeper truths. We start and that causes change. That causes shifts. And it may contradict who we used to be or what we used to say, but ultimately, it was meant to be this way. You were meant to get to this point to really manifest your dreams, your goals, and your visions. Okay, so again, I want to remind you guys that we take on different roles in life, group number 2. And there's this sense of you being more connected to your magic than being connected to your ego here. And when you connect to your magic, you know that you've been holding too tightly to something and that it's holding you up. Okay, and again, I'm not referring this to actual people or things or connections, but what I'm saying is sometimes you just have to let cycles end. We have to let them go in order for us to enter new cycles. And we know because we'll keep getting signs. And I feel like group number 2, you've been getting a lot of signs of it's time to let go. 13 and 31 to me always reminds me of the death and rebirth energy. So to me, this says that while something has died here, a cycle has died, a role or hat you worn is no longer fitting, but it is going to be reborn, because there are aspects of that thing that you wanted that are manifesting because you're staying focused within on what you can control and not on what you can't. Okay, so group number 2, don't be afraid to let go of things. Don't let your ego get the best of you. Don't let your pride get the best of you. Understand that it's time. Understand that this is going to be reflected to you in everything that you do until you do it. And that your dreams and visions and goals are becoming a reality. So don't let your ego or your tight grip on anything specifically, whether that be a job, a person, place, or thing, hold you up from staying focused on those dreams, visions, and goals, because they are becoming a reality. And Isis is here to help you through that, to connect to your inner self, connect to your divine feminine energy, and connect to the energy of rebirth, because that is what her energy brings. Okay, group number 2, so sending you lots of love. Hope you have a lovely day. Take care.